Hi Leo, this is your November forecast for Sun, Moon and Rising. If you would like a private reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below, and the vouchers are up now for Christmas, New Year or birthdays. And do look at the Bali video that I put up the other day, and the blog that goes with that link is below. So this month, Leo, you are looking at your home, your roots, your heritage. That's where the focus is, and this is something that you're looking at again. You're revising. There's going to be a readjustment there. There's, it could be renovations to do with your home. It could be a shift around your home. It could be even a shift in the family. This is about your self-belief systems that you grew up with as well, and your cultural and heritage. Something this month is going to come up in that area where you are looking at that and you're going to be making a change, because it's here now for change. And also the last, say 2 years, you have been looking at your health, your day, what it starts like, what it ends like. So what that looks like has been changing. And even though it's been difficult, this is a time now where you are to sit back and be detached and to understand that something here is, whether it be paid or unpaid service, what you do for others, your health, or even your work. Something around this has been changing, but you have been having difficulty letting go. And this is a time where you must let go because it's very toxic. And so Saturn asks you to have a no-nonsense approach, to be detached, to have, analyze the situation. It's about the release and being okay to move on. Like I said, this is something you've struggled with, but it's okay. This is also about the older self and the experience you've learnt and putting that into play now. With your study, career and finance, you have the 8 of Swords. Now, for some of you, this is about paranoia, getting into a situation of your own making, self-sabotage, feeling stuck that you have to rely on others, or even the fear of stepping into your own way of making money. This is relying on other people's funds, whether this be a partner now or present, your employer, or pensions, anyone that you rely on, whether this be investments, someone that is, collaborating and giving money. There's something here that make you stuck and you feel tied. You don't know the way out. Your arms are tied. You don't know where it's coming from. And you're stuck in the circle of swords, which is our thoughts. This is too much. And you're standing in an emotional puddle. So this is about you feeling like there's no way out. You have to rely on others. But there's also a fear here of familiarity and comfort on relying on others, because you cannot step out into your own relying on yourself financially, because there's a fear here, Leo. This is also being tied up in shock. This is guilt. Perhaps we have spent too much, or we overcommitted somewhere. But there are gaps in between these swords. So there is a way out. Take off the blindfold, step into your power, unbind yourself and see how you can get back into this area. For some of you, you might find that the money that you're receiving from others has been cut off, delayed, a sudden change, and this has given you this shock. I mean, how am I going to live? How am I going to support myself in this area as well? This is also about inaction. I'm too scared, so I'm just going to do nothing. And during Mercury retrograde, this is a time which is right through to December the 9th, back, forth, changes, U-turns, people not turning up, people saying one thing and doing the other. This could be what's tied you up into this area. Now, when it comes to your home, you've got a major arcana card, which is about a delay. You must be patient. The more you struggle with the situation to do with your home, your flatmates, your family, like I said, this is the focus all month. The whole of November, you are dealing with an issue in this area again. You've done it before, and this month it's back again, and so that you can make some changes, cut it off, whatever it is that you need to do, it is back here. And you just have to turn this up on the other way around to have a different view, a different perspective, and see where the options are. Once you cut yourself off, stop struggling, because the more you struggle, the tighter this is getting, the more frustrated you're getting, and this is now becoming like the noose around your neck. It's becoming suffocating. The other thing about this as well is that there is relief coming. Now, if this is in terms to do with your partner and your love, you do have the other major arcana card in your reading, which is the Sun card. So this card is about giving birth. It's freedom. It's revolution. It's moving forward. Again, Mercury retrograde here. And there is something to work on here, and you are proud of something. You've got feather in your cap there. When it comes to your health, we do have the 10 of Wands. Now, this is inflammation. This is pains in the body. This is being tense, pressure in any part of the body, including the mind, pressure on the mind, not being able to see our way forward, whether that be emotional or whether, you know, there's something going on here. And this is also about feeling, what's the word? Bent over, you know, a stiff back, you know, that kind of thing. 10 is knees, bones, skin, and teeth. So this could be teeth grinding as well. If you look at this card, there's all of these rods that are ready to be planted, and he's covering his head. He can't see his way forward. There's his home over there, and there's plowed ground there ready to lay these seeds. He is carrying a lot of baggage, and you know, it's laying on his head, which is creating this pressure. Like I said, in our love, we do have freedom and revolution. This can be a brand new love. This can be renewed love. Again, Mercury retrograde. Things are redone, renovated. So maybe you're renovating as well. And this card was also about contracts as well, deadly serious contracts, investments, all those sorts of things. And right now you're holding your breath. You feel like you've cut things short. You feel like you're stuck where you are. So your Drawing Virtue messages from the angels, Leo, is, you know, when we're talking about our day and how we, you know, earn our money, paid or unpaid, taking care of the home, people, family, you know, all those different things as well, and including your health. You know, when we're looking at what we have to leave behind, which you can give yourself permission to do, it might be that your job causes so much stress that you're not living your life happily. It could be that you are relying on other people for funds your entire life, and this is not something you need to do. It's taking your power away. This could be that, you know, this is where there needs to be a change, and so during this time you might find that those changes are put upon you because you're not making those changes yourself. Right, Maya says that we need to have more education, we need to research, we need to look at the details. So if we're talking about our finances, we've got to talk to someone that's a specialist. We've got to look at those details. We've got to look at everything that is there so that we are able to make these choices. Now, there is some forbidden fruit here. We are tempted. But again, we don't want to make this decision, again, where our home is stored, and even with our health, we don't want to make any decisions at all, any big decisions, unless we have all the details. And again, this is Mercury retrograde. There will be no absolute details until December the 9th. So this can go back and forth till then. Know that once this passes, this is relief at home. Once this passes, it is going to be okay, but it's the struggle in the middle. Then we have Indriel, who says that you have asked the angels and you are a light worker, and something that you say, something that you do is helping others. So if you can incorporate that into what you do for the day, you'll find that you will love your job and you'll make more money. And Akasha says use your intuition. Your intuition is right. Perhaps you're overthinking things. This is self-sabotage. This is I am in a world in my finances of my own trapping, of my own making. So be kind to you and those you love. And from Jedi, I say, Jake, may the force be with you.